Hello guys, welcome back again. So in this video I'm going to talk about the material master data. Sometimes it is also called as material master records, similar to vendor master record. So as the name suggests that this is actually related to the material. So it's a master data of the material only, and similar to the vendor, which has three views, like the vendor master record is also maintained at the client level as well as at the company code level and purchase organization level. So in this case, in material master data or records, this is also maintained at different levels of organizations, or you can say they are actually created at the different organizations level, and these data are actually visible to other departments, such as for sales data, for accounting data, for purchasing data. So these are the different departments or organizations where this material master data is also accessible. Now let us see the different organizations and department. You can see you have a lot of departments in an organization. You have the finance and controlling, sales, distribution, production, then you have maintenance, quality control, inventory, purchasing, etc., etc. So all these departments should have access to the material masters. Suppose if you are actually handling purchasing, the other department may not be useful for you, so you can actually skip and go for only purchasing data. So that kind of customization is available in material master. So here you can see you have plenty of departments, and these department will have access to the material masters. So you have accounting data, which is visible to finance and controlling. However, we can also access, that's not a problem. Now let us see, as I said in the beginning itself, that the material master, you have three levels of data maintained here. One is client level, where you can have the material description, material group, what is the unit of measurement. Any short text is maintained at client level. Whatever data is maintained at the client level is actually visible to the downwards direction. That is, the data can be viewed by the company code level, at the plant level, as well as the storage location. Now at the plant level data, you have the accounting, purchasing data, MRP, material requirement planning data, forecasting data, etc. And at the storage location, you have the information such as storage bin, so where this actually material is stored. So what are the storage conditions and what is the picking area, etc. So there are many informations available in the material master. So don't worry, when we are going to see the hands-on, or really we are working on this creation of material master, then we'll come to know about this different level of data. Before that, we need to do some configuration that I'm going to show you before creating material master. Next, you have different types of material types. So you may have raw material, you may have semi-finished, finished, you have trading goods, etc. So these types of material have controlling functions, and they include what are the influences these material types will make. One is number assignment. Similarly, like we need to actually trace or identify the material, so we have to give the number assignments. So similar to the vendor number range, it will have the external number range, internal number range. Then it has procurement type, which type of procurement you want to go for. It comes under P2P cycle. Then screen startup, field selections, screen sequence. So this is also similar to the vendor master, where you can actually disable or suppress some field selections, and some you can actually control it as an optional and required entry. Price control is a very important factor. If it's a raw material, then you will have the moving average. Then if it's a finished good, then you can have the standard price. That we'll see in the next slide. Then you have the account determination, then quantity and value updating in the plants. So whenever we are actually doing any transaction, the material is actually moving from one place to another place, so the quantity also varies. That should be updated in the plants as well as its value. So that is also we are going to see. So next you have the different types of material types in detail. So by default the SAP has given the shortcut or short names for these materials. You have ROH, which stands for raw material. Then there is a value update as well as quantity update. So these materials are actually they have the value, okay, and quantity. So if the both the options are enabled, then the value as well as its quantity is updated whenever you do the transaction. Whenever you issue the goods or material to the production department, or you receive the goods from the vendor, its value and quantity is updated. Then you have semi-finished. So here also you have both S in value as well as quantity. Then you have finished material. So everything is finished and it's like a almost ready product, so it's a FERT. Then you have trading material, just HAVWA, it's short name. Then you have NLAG, which is consumable. So these consumable materials are not, they cannot be stored, but they are directly consumed, so we don't maintain its quantity update as well as the value not update. However, you can actually control the value update and quantity. If you don't want to update its quantity, you can disable it, and if you want to update its value, you can enable or you can disable it. So these attributes you can actually control in the customization of SAP, and then we will see this how we can actually control. Before that, you can see, you might have seen the valuation levels. So there are two valuation areas, one is at the company code level and another is plant. So the materials which you are going to procure, they can be actually defined at these two areas. One is at the company code, which is, you can say, it's a central level. So the company will actually manage the value of the material, and one more is called as a plant. So in this case, the materials will be evaluated at the plant level, and SAP always recommends to maintain the valuation of the material at the plant, so to have a better control, price control and all those things. And in default, the valuation area is set at the plant level in the SAP configuration. Now these material will be having the moving price, that is short form is V, and standard price is S. What is it moving price or moving average price meaning? It means that the total stock value divided by total stock quantity. This is the formula you have to use to calculate the moving price. So anyway, the raw material which I have shown you, ROH, will be having the moving price, always remember this, and the finished goods, or you can say finished products, will be having the standard price. So you can see I have given you an example here. The present moving average price of material is 80 rupees, then the present stock value is 0. But now we have decided to buy 10 pieces of this material at a price of 90 rupees, and then moving price, average price is going to be, if there are 10 quantities, so 10 into 90 is going to be 900, divided by total stock quantity is going to be 10. So now the moving price average is going to be 90 rupees. So think that it's a dynamic in nature. So whenever we actually do the goods receipt GR, then the price is going to change, okay, and then you have the standard price which is fixed, it doesn't change, it is like a static. So these are the two things, very important concept. This also I'm going to show you where it will be actually. So let's go for the hands-on. So let's begin. So first step, you can see you have to go to SPRO, which is the standard code for the customizing the project. Now you have to go to SAP reference IMG. So basically we have to go for logistic general. So any customization of material, especially the material master, is actually it belongs to logistic general. So material master is there, so just expand it. Then you have configuring the material master, field selection, then you have basic settings. Just expand the configuring just to see what you can have. So these are the options. So right now we don't want this to be explored, so we'll go to basic settings. So you can see under basic settings you have material types. So again you expand this, then select the define attributes of material types. So select this. Now you'll see you have M type description. That means a lot of people have created their own customized material type, so we'll create our own from the standard one. So let us see, first one is ROH. So this is the standard which is provided by the SAP, so we'll not disturb this, so just copy this. Now you can see material type is ROH. You have to change the name. What I'll do is I'll make it as AOH to quickly identify that it is our material. Then you can also give here description as ABCS raw material. Field reference is a standard, so that field selection, and if you want to suppress, if you want to display optional entry, that can be controlled through this field reference. So now we are not going to disturb this. X plant material status. So if you click on this, you can see whether it's blocked for procurement, and all those things, options can be selected. So we don't want to disturb anything. So special material type, this also we will keep it as it is. And these are the user departments. See, you can have different departments to be enabled. If you want MRP, planning, purchasing, production, costing, this you can actually disable or enable. So right now I'm going to keep it as it is. Internal or external purchase orders. For example, if this material is only exclusively purchased externally, then the option is 2. If you want the option to be changed, you can change from 2 to 0. 0 means you cannot procure externally. 1 is external purchase order allowed, but warning will be issued, and this is only exclusive, that is external purchase order only allowed. So we'll keep it as it is because raw materials are purchased externally. Then if you want internal, you can have internal also as 2. Then we will have the evaluation. As I said, it is actually at the plant level, and you can have the price control as moving average, so that is V. Another is standard price S, so it's a ROH, so it's a moving price. Then if you select this price control mandatory, then it will not allow you to change when you are creating the material master. After this, just press enter once again, then it will say number of dependent copied, yes. So now you can see AOH ABCS raw material is created. You just select this, and we need to again click on the quantity / value updating. This option will actually give you to whether you want to update the quantity as well as value or not for the valuation level. So valuation area is the plant, so we need to actually go for the plant. So our plant, if you see, we have created the mock organization. The plant is ABC1 and ABC2. So what we need to do is you have to search for ABC1. Now I want to update quantity as well as value. If for the second plant also I want to update the quantity as well as value. After this, save, continue with the customization request. Now it is saved. If you don't do this, then it will not update its quantity as well as value for the particular plant. Go back and we'll search for the finished good, that is FOD. So you can see, if you double click on this, these are the characteristics of the FOD. Now you can see the field reference is of FOD. Then external purchase as well as internal purchase is allowed, both the cases. Then this time you have the standard price. So I'm going to create our own finished product. So copy this as it is. This time I'm going to take it as AFT. So description, I'm going to take ABCS finished material. Enter once again. Okay. Now click on the quantity and value updating. Search for your valuation area, that is nothing but the plant ABC1. So this is also quantity value, and for the plant number 2 ABC2 quantity value, and save. Go back. Now I have shown you the trading goods, which is HAWA, which is HAWA, and it's a standard by SAP. This also you can directly, without creating the customized material, you can take the standard, but you need to at least tell that you have quantity as well as value updating at the evaluation area. So I'm going to take both the plants. So for this material, both, I'm going to save this. Go back. Then you have another material which is for the consumable NLAC. It's a non-stock material, so we don't actually stock it. That's why it's called consumable. Just double click on it and you can see its details. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just click on the quantity and value updating. So since we are not updating any quantity and value, so this is not marked. So go back. There is no need to check this. And the UNBW, so non-valuated. So this also, if you want, you can mention only the quantity. So you can see only the quantity, as this is customizable. So if you don't want that quantity also, you can just remove it. So ABC1. So I'll just update the quantity. I don't want to update the value. So now we have actually created our own customized material. Now after this, we need to actually define the number ranges for each material type. So we have to click on this, and now you can see intervals, inner status. And if you want, you can just check what is overview. So this is the overview of this. Go back, and if you want to see the groups, these are the groups. Then you have create groups, intervals. So these are the intervals which are there. So there are some intervals which are, you can use these numbers to assign to the particular material. Some of them are external, and these which are not checked, these are internal. And NR status means this is the latest status, so which number has been assigned to the material. 0 stands for that, means it is not yet assigned or it is not created any material. So we'll go for the groups. Okay, and we need to search the element which we have recently created. So what I'll do is I'll just click the create group. Okay, and this is maintain, this is create, and then we need to assign it. So first we'll create a group. So I'll create the raw underscore abcs, and it is asking what it should be the number range. So existing, if you click and see, these are the existing numbers, and if you want to see what is the ascending order, if you set the ascending order, you can see it will set the numbers ranges from ascending order. So 1 to 60 is there, 61 to 3000 is there. Okay, so we need to actually use a number or create a number, or we can also use the existing numbers. So I think we can use some free intervals. So you can see here 45, which is a 59th number, its interval is 200 to 300. So what we can do is we can make it 301 to 400. So let us see this, whether works or not. Four, 5. So you can create the number ranges depending upon the free intervals. So 45, so 301 to 320. I'll make it enter. Okay, and if you want another number which is external, that also you can type here if you want. So just save. It will ask you, do you want to transfer? Yes, the changes were saved. Now you can just go back, go to element. First it asks you to select, so let us find out our element. So that is AOH, which was the raw material for EBCS. So it's here. Okay, so element. Now here scroll down last, and you can see I have created this recently number range, that is raw underscore ABCS. So just select this, press OK. So now it's assigned, and you can see, I'll show you this. So under this group the raw material is assigned, so it will start using that number range. Similarly we have to assign it for, let us save this first. So let us type FERT ABCS. So this time also I can use this same thing, but you need to change the numbers. So let me take it as 350 to 360. Okay, now I can save this, go back. Now you need to actually find what is that AFT, which is this. Select this, select element or group, and scroll down. The recently created will come here, so it is 75. Press OK. Now the number ranges are assigned. Here you can see this assigned. Save this, go back. So this defined number range for each material type we have assigned. So remaining other materials also you can actually go and do the same thing. Next one is, you can see there is an option called as define attributes of system messages. If you click on this, it will give you the versions. If you get any errors, whether if this message is a warning or error. So W means it's a warning and E means error. So I suggest you not to change anything, so let it be as it is. Then you have the settings for key fields. Here also you can see you have customization. If you want, you can define the material groups. If you click on this, whether you want to group the materials, like for example here you have this 020000269 and it's a steel. So if you want this, you can group this. For example, I can create a new entry and I can also create a new group, say for example ME mech under ABCS. So description is mechanical equipments. Right, then save this. So this can also help us to track so those materials in which group they're falling. Then you have the external material group. You have divisions. If you want to maintain the divisions, you can maintain it. So these are many options that you can explore, which are not difficult to understand. Now after this, after the customization, let's go for creating the material. So in order to create the material, the first transaction code is MM01. Press enter. Now you can see it will ask you to have the material, industry sector, material type. Since we have assigned already the numbers, no need to type here anything. If it's external, you have to type here. Industry is mechanical. You can choose depending upon the industry sector. This is also customizable in the SPRO. Material type, which we have recently created, which is the raw material. So you can see I have created AB in bracket ABCS, so which is easy to identify the material. So click on this, press enter. Now you can see these are the views. So as I said, this material actually master is viewed at different departments, different organization, different you can say, for example, if planning department wants to access, you can have planning department data. You have sales data, you can have sales data maintained here, this views. So we are going to have only these views. If you want to uncheck all, you have to, we can select deselect all. If you want to select those views which are relevant to you, just select this. So basic data went to purchasing, purchase order text, then you have storage location, then you have accounting one. So if you want to keep it default, you can just click on this. If you click on this, every time whenever you create a new material, so this default selection will be there. Press this continue. You have to give the plant name, so ABC1. Storage location is which you have maintained, which you have created, so like STL1. If you can't remember, then you can search. Now you can see the material basic data. It has taken automatically the number range which I have created recently. Now here we need to type, say for example the description is brake. Unit of measure, this is compulsory, it's required, so you can type or you can select from here. So it's just a unit, so whether it's a kg, each or piece, so let me take it as each. Material group which I have created, which was ABC mech. If you see here, scroll down, so I have created here, you can see. Next you have other information which is relevant to you, can actually include. Now whenever you press enter, this gets suppressed, or you can say you can't enter any data here. If you want to enter a data, just click again here, enter, and just go back here. Now you can see it's free to enter. Gross weight, say the brake pads are around 1 kg, the weight unit is kg, and net weight is 0.8. If you know volume, dimensions, EAN, UPC, etc., enter. Now it will ask you to input the format like this. Sometimes the format is changed, so decimal dot will not work, so just comma 8 or 9. Now this is the basic data too. If you want to indicate other parameters, you can indicate, just press enter. It will go to purchase. Now there is one more option here. If you miss some information, if you want to go back, you just click here and just click this tab. It will go to the basic data 1. Now the purchasing, which is very important, what is a base unit is EA. Purchasing group is actually required here. You can make it optional in the field selection group. Now as per our mock organization structure, the purchase group is ABP. So you can type ABP here. The next one is, there is no need to change, but if you want to maintain, you can maintain. So purchasing value key, if you want to send the first reminder to the vendor within 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, that also you can set. So just click on this and just select the first one. Okay, then GR processing time, in how many days you want to complete the goods receipt. So I would like to do it in 1 day. Remaining, there's no need to explore right now, we'll do that later. Just hit enter. Again you press enter. Now purchase order text. Suppose if you want to maintain any text here, which will be copied to the, when we are creating the purchase order, it will be copied there. So for example, handle with care. Okay, and entry from the main gate. So like this you can enter in different languages also. So you can create here text and you can maintain in different languages. So just press enter. Plant data or storage location. So this is a plant data. So storage period, then temperature condition, storage bin. Suppose if you know what is the number of a storage bin, so you can just say SL01. So this is the bin. Enter. Accounting area is very important. Now you can see current valuation. So valuation class, you have to select 3000. So this is by default, SAP will actually give you the values 3000, 3001, 3002. Then price control is V. It's a moving average, so we need to select V. Standard price and then moving price. For example, its moving price is say around 80. Okay, so just press enter. Now it is asking you to save. Yes. Now you can see we have created the material. So this you need to copy and paste it, or you can say save it in a particular file, so that you can easily use this. So it is having a lot of zeros, so it's not taking. So let me type the notepad. So save this. If you can't remember this number, there is another T code where you can actually check which material is available in your plant. So that is /n mm60. So if I just remove this, if I don't remember, I just give the plant that is ABC1. Just hit enter and execute this icon. Now you can see in this plant, which is the ABC1, I have this material. Then material type is AOH. The description is brakes, which group, then what is the unit, purchase group, what's a class, what is its price, what is the currency, who created it. So all this data will be there. Suppose if you want to change something, set price, so you have to type mm02, paste that material number, enter this, again enter. You need to enter the plant, then you need to enter the storage location. So STL1 was our storage location. Suppose I want to say that its gross weight is not 1, it is 2 kg, okay, and its net weight is 1,5, that is 1.5 kg. Next you want to change the price, okay, or you want to change the class, that also you can change. Since we have kept it moving average, so it doesn't matter, because whenever we are doing GR it will update. So any changes, if you want, temperature should be at 50 degrees Celsius, or the box, whatever it is, just we can type and do the changes, so it will reflect. And just again, if you just press enter, view the plant ABC1 STL1 and enter it. And if you want to see what are the changes we have done, you can click environment and then you click display changes. We can see who has changed the data. So at 8:16 you can see I have done the changes, that is we have used mm02. At 8:13 we created the new model mm01. So like this you can view the who has made the changes to this material. So, and if you want to just view the material, just type /n mm03 and it will just display the data. So can't do any changes, just we can view all the tabs, right? Then if you want to see what is mm04, what will happen, just try to see explore. You can see display changes. So as I said, that same command it shows. Next let us see mm05, so it doesn't exist. So you can just try, just there is no need to remember, just you need to explore what are the commands. You can see similar to the vendor how we can actually flag the vendor for deletion. You can also flag this, and this is how you can actually create the finished goods or finished material, trading material, and lag, whatever it is. So guys, I suggest you to please explore this and practice daily so that you become familiar. And if you like this video or the session, whatever it is, please do like, comment, share, and also subscribe to motivate me. Thank you all.